Wake up, lock in, move forward. This is Men's Morning Motivation. Let's get to it. Welcome to the first episode of Men's Morning Motivation. Today we're diving deep into a topic that's not glamorous, but it's the backbone of success: mental toughness. I'm going to remind you that mental toughness isn't always about being invincible, it's about showing up day in, day out, even when every part of you is screaming to stay in bed. It's about discipline, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of bettering yourself. Whether you're listening during your morning coffee or on your daily commute, this message is for you. What exactly is mental toughness? Mental toughness is the grit that pushes you forward when the odds are stacked against you. It's a voice inside telling you keep going when the world around you is falling apart. It isn't something you're born with, it's something you build through habits, choices, and daily challenges. Every time you choose to do something you don't feel like doing, whether it's getting up early, hitting the gym, or grinding through a tough workday, you're adding a brick to the foundation of your mental strength. Consider this: every challenge you face is an opportunity to strengthen your mind. Instead of seeing obstacles as roadblocks, view them as stepping stones on the path to greatness. Mental toughness is forged in the fires of adversity. It's that inner resolve that tells you to keep moving forward even when you're exhausted, disappointed, or afraid. But let's just be real for a minute. Life isn't a smooth ride. There are days when the weight of the world feels unbearable. Maybe you're dealing with a setback at work, a personal disappointment, or just that nagging feeling of, I can't do this anymore. But here's the truth. The path to the path to success is paved with struggle. Every great story of triumph is also a story of hardship. Think of the champions you admire. They weren't handed victories on a silver platter, most of them. They fought tooth and nail for every inch of progress. Mental toughness means accepting that discomfort is part of that journey. It's about embracing the grind, understanding that each challenge is an invitation to grow stronger. You are allowed to feel the weight of your circumstances, but you're not allowed to let them define you. So, how do you build mental toughness? It starts with daily discipline. Here's a few practical strategies. Start with a clear purpose. You can begin your day by setting an intention. Just ask yourself, what do I want to achieve today? What one task will push me closer towards my goals? Write it down, commit to it, and let it drive your actions. Sometimes you do have to embrace discomfort. Challenge yourself to do one thing every day that scares you. Kind of like this: a task that forces you to step outside your comfort zone. It might be as simple as striking up a conversation with someone new or tackling a project you've been putting off. Each small victory over your discomfort builds your mental resilience. But you do have to practice consistency. Discipline is a bridge between goals and achievements. Consistency in your efforts is what transforms mental toughness from a fleeting feeling into a lasting habit. Whether it's your morning routine or your workout regimen, commit to it by showing up every day. Remember, even on the tough days, doing something is better than doing nothing. Also, at the end of each day, just take a few minutes to reflect. What challenges did you face? How did you overcome them? Journaling your thoughts can help track your progress and reinforce your growth mindset. Acknowledge your successes, learn from your failures, and adjust your approach and strategies accordingly. So, you do have to hold yourself accountable. This might mean sharing your goals with a friend or mentor, who will check in on your progress. Accountability transforms ambition into action. Whether you're answerable to someone, even yourself, you're more likely to push through the hard times. Let me share a personal story that illustrates mental toughness in action. A few years ago, I faced one of the hardest periods of my life. I'd set a goal that seemed nearly impossible. Every morning felt like a battle. My bed was a magnet, and every excuse whispered in my ear to just let go. But I had to make a choice. I decided I would wake up each day, regardless of how I felt, and work towards that goal. I started with small incremental steps, waking up 10 minutes earlier, exercising for a few minutes, reading or listening to a motivational passage. At first, it felt like a monumental effort, but as the days turned into weeks, those 10 minutes grew into an hour of focused effort. I learned that mental toughness isn't about instantaneous transformation. It's a gradual process. Each small big victory built upon the last until one day I looked in the mirror and realized I'd become someone who could face adversity head on. That transformation didn't come from a single moment of genius. It came from the cumulative effort of countless decisions to keep going, even when it was easier to quit. That's what mental toughness is all about. It's not an all or nothing trait, it's a muscle that gets stronger with every rep. Modern psychology supports what ancient warriors and successful leaders have known for centuries. The human mind is capable of incredible resilience. Studies in neuroplasticity show that our brains can rewire themselves through repetition and perseverance. Each time you overcome a challenge, you're not only proving to yourself that you can do it, but you're also rewiring your brain to expect and even seek resilience. This isn't just, you know, motivational talk, it's science. When you choose discipline over comfort, your brain releases chemicals like dopamine and endorphins, which enforce positive behavior. Over time, your brain learns that facing challenges is rewarding, making you more inclined to take on new obstacles. This cycle of success and reward builds an unbreakable mindset. And we all know that a big part of mental toughness is learning to silence that inner critic, the voice that tells you you're not good enough, that you're destined to fail, and that it's okay to give up. That voice is a liar. Every time you let self doubt win, you hand over power to that which rightfully belongs to you. Start by acknowledging that this voice does exist and it's normal, but do not let it dictate your actions. Replace those negative thoughts with affirmations of your strength and capability. When you catch yourself saying, I can't do this, reframe it. I can do this, and I will learn from every challenge. Over time, you'll notice that your inner dialogue becomes a source of strength rather than a barrier. Now, I want you to take this message and make it your own today. Here's your challenge. Identify one task that you've been avoiding because it feels too hard or uncomfortable. It could be something related to work, personal growth, or even a small habit that you've been neglecting. No matter how insignificant it might seem, commit to doing it today. Before you start, take a deep breath and remind yourself that discomfort is a sign that you're growing. Visualize the end result, the satisfaction of having conquered that challenge, the progress you're making, and the strengthened mindset that comes with pushing through adversity. Write it down if you have to, and then go out and do it. Because every time you conquer a fear, you add another brick to the fortress of your mental toughness. But before we wrap up today's episodes, I just want you to take a moment to reflect on everything we've discussed. Mental toughness is more than just a buzzword, it's a way of life. It's the determination to rise every morning, to face each day head on, and to conquer every challenge with unwavering resolve. Remember that every setback is an opportunity to build strength, every struggle a lesson in perseverance. As you go about your day, let this message fuel your actions. Embrace the suck, the discomfort. Silence your inner critic and commit to daily growth. You are not defined by your failures, but by your willingness to rise after every fall. No excuses, no shortcuts, just results. Now go get after it.